With the newest installment in the Mortal Kombat series out now, I wanted to talk about one of the most iconic fighting game characters of all time and his design. We are talking about Scorpion. Get over here! If you're a fighting fan from the 90s, you know that iconic phrase, "Get over here," from Scorpion. So as I sketch out Scorpion with my Micron ink pens and Prisma colors, let's get into his design. But before we get started, if you're new to my channel, hit that like button, ring the bell, leave a comment, and let's get to it. Here's a quick summary of Scorpion. He is a fictional character from the Mortal Kombat fighting game made by Midway Games and the NetherRealm Studios. He's a ninja dressed in yellow with his primary weapon being a kunai rope dart. And it originally debuted in 1992 in the arcades and eventually in home consoles for the Super Nintendo and the Sega Genesis. And for his backstory, he's an undead Japanese warrior whose quest is to avenge the deaths of himself, his family, and his clan, and his enemy, Sub-Zero. And although it differs from game to game, his backstory does change often, as well as his iconic design. In every generation of Mortal Kombat, Sub-Zero has always been a ninja with black and yellow for his colors, and often has been depicted with either intricate designs or simple designs, featuring scorpion-like designs all over his ninja garb. And here in my tiny sketchbook, I decided to go for a combination of simple and some intricate designs, but not push it far enough where it gets a little too busy. So I was inspired obviously by his original black and yellow design, which was really cool and stood out with its primary color, but also took a little bit from Mortal Kombat 2 and 3, and also one of my favorites in the installment, Mortal Kombat 9. Now for all you video game fans out there, just aesthetically alone, Scorpion has one of the most iconic designs just on the fact that he has a cool mask. He's a cool looking ninja who throws fire. He has that rope dart that can pull people in and close the distance when you're fighting, and his solid white eyes. In every subsequent Mortal Kombat game, they always introduce something new and always bring back some kind of fan service as well, especially with his traditional costumes. And it's also fun to see how far they can push his Scorpion design in the new installments as well. And here in my sketchbook, I sketched them out in pencil first and kind of went for a gesture look just to get that action pose correctly. And the action pose that I found was online, and I think it was from Mortal Kombat 9 or 10, but I simplified it enough, just like this concept art right here. And I also even looked at some screenshots from the Mortal Kombat movie from the 90s as well. After the initial light sketch, I went in with my Micron fine tip ink pens. And these vary in sizes, and because this is a tiny sketchbook, this allows me to get into small details, and I like that striking look with a black and the light tan paper where those can be my middle tones. And this is a mixed media because I not only use pencil, the primary which is ink pens, and I used a lot of hatching and cross hatching to fill in some of the shadows and to have some texture in those details, but I also filled in the dark shadows with Prisma Markers and middle tones, some different gray tones as well. And this is one of my favorite styles to do when I'm making black and white art, is because I like that combination where I can add so much detail and 3D to all of my sketches and give it some depth and a 3D look as well. And it also keeps it from looking flat. And this is one of the coolest poses that I found, was him throwing his rope dart towards the screen, just making it for an overall cool action pose as well. So yeah, let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think of Scorpion's design. Have you ever played any of his games? Is he one of your favorite Mortal Kombat characters? And let me know what you thought of this sketch. And stay tuned because I am going to have a full sketchbook tour, which I've never done one before, of this tiny sketchbook, which has a lot of fan art and random drawings that I've done of animals and pop culture. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye-bye.